day is 7:42. Well, I'm telling you the time, and the time is going to be on the screen. But how was your weekend? I hope you had a great weekend. Mine was good. I actually had a good weekend. So, before I show you all the stuff I bought, even though I said I wasn't going to buy anything. I said I wasn't going to buy nothing. But I'm always needing stuff. I've already prefaced before and said that I show you a snippet of my day. I do not tell all my business. I tell you what I want you to know. Y'all was all up in an uproar about me making kids sit down for PE, talking about their social emotional learning. Let me explain something to you. We get recess and they sit in groups, which means they are socializing. It is not boot camp in here. They talk, they socialize. They talk so much. I had to teach them this thing I learned from Smart Style about the vocal cords when they vibrate, because now I say touch your throat. If it's vibrating, you too loud. They are happy. I have kids who are sick, vomit all in the hallway, came to school the next day because his mom said he refused to stay home. They like to be here. I am not mistreating all these kids. Y'all pick and choose what y'all want to hear. Let me explain. The video before, I said I was going to start keeping them from PE. Not recess, PE. PE is the last 30 minutes of the day. So if you don't play at school, play at home. You don't play it all day long. But anyway, they all went home with homework notices saying that why homework was important is a reteach. It's nothing brand new. They should be able to do the homework by themselves. I taught it this morning. They did it in the afternoon. How hard is that? But whatever. So y'all, oh, it's not fair to the kids who don't have parental support. Oh well, guess what? It develops grit. That's what it is. That's what it is. I didn't have parental support when I was little. And guess what? I made it work. So it's not that they can't do it. I got 6-year-olds who know how to cook. My 21-year-old can't cook. So we're not talking about, okay, they're already on their own. My job is to make sure that they understand that they are better than their zip code. I am building character. I am building citizens of the world who are going to make a contribution instead of sitting there with a hand out. So maybe you teach at a school that you have all the resources. On announcements every day, my principal get on announcements, says teachers, if students are not doing what they're supposed to do, please prevent them from participating in extracurricular activities. Let me explain. I am not mistreating these people, kids. And you pick and choose what you want to listen to, because I clearly said they were going home with a letter on Friday. All 25 returned it on Monday. Monday, I gave the homework and I said, make sure you bring your homework on Wednesday because Tuesday was no school. I had 4 kids out of 25 that didn't do the homework. And those 4 kids sat down and was social emotional learning with themselves. They just wasn't playing with the other kids. And then I clearly told you the very next day, which was Thursday, all 25 turned in the homework. I told you Friday, all 25 turned in the homework. I said the week before we was at 48% proficiency, and then after they had to do my homework, we was at 60%. So that shows you they need to do the homework. But oh, look, you do what's best for your kids, and I am. So I don't have to sit up here and say we only been in school a month and a half, and my students, I'm staying late every other week to braid hair. I haven't talked about how I done bought a water bottle for a student because he thirsty, and he always thirsty, and I forgot, and he reminded me, and I went this weekend. I didn't talk about how I done bought school uniforms. So I don't have to tell you. I can even tell you how I have to feed a kid every day, because her dad's weird and only sends her to school with 2 pieces of bread and turkey and a bottle of water, and she's not allowed to eat a school lunch. So I sneak and feed her every single day. So we're not talking, y'all sitting up here getting, kids don't even belong. You want to help them? There's an Amazon link inside my bio. You don't have to buy anything from my wish list. If I just told you I'm feeding somebody, I told you I'm braiding her, put some grease, some beads, and some combs in there. Put some water bottles for them. I'm not going to tell you about how it's their birthday and the most they've gotten for their birthday is what I've given them. The big thing is I asked them what they did. They did nothing. Their mama didn't even tell them happy birthday. But you want to sit up here and say, oh, I made them sit down one day at PE. If you don't want to sit down, do your homework. Mind you, I go over the homework every morning. So even if your homework is wrong for you, they get a red pen. This is pink, but they get a red pen and they make corrections. They parents watch my YouTube channel. They can chime in. My old students watch my YouTube channel. They can chime in. Let me explain something to you. Being in my classroom is experience. It is nothing like they're ever going to get here. Probably never going to get it from now all the way to high school. They're never going to get it. I go above and beyond for them. We decorating for Halloween right now. So they never going to get this. So this is the last time I am getting on Cardi B's internet and explaining anything to y'all. Y'all can sit up there and tussle in the comments for all I care. Moving on, back to my haul. So, I went to Dollar Tree. It wasn't $1. But during recess, my kids don't have water bottles. Amazon link. So, I buy them cups, and I know styrofoam is probably bad for the environment, but this is $1.25, and it's enough for me to fill the Stanley water thing up with ice and water, and then they have water because we out there for 30 minutes, and they always thirsty. They always thirsty. I never seen all this. And then, because I'm weird, and you know, I have a recess card. Did I show y'all? I think I did, but I'll take a picture of it today during recess if it's not raining. And this is one whole jump ropes. They are into toy cars. And I forgot to buy more toy cars. So I'm gonna buy some more toy cars. So one will be like the whole cars. And then one is a first aid kit because they always falling down hurting themselves. And I put peroxide, I have Band-Aids, and I have napkins. So that's gonna be one. And then one day when I'm not busy braiding hair, I'm gonna stay and label each bin. I went to Home Sense a while ago. This has been in my car. You know my favorite color is pink, and when I saw it, I said I had to get it. And this is this is our new candy. Isn't it cute? So I got that, and I could use it for my house too. Then when I went to Target to get staples, because I've been making something you finna see right now, and now I can't find a stapler that's in my house, which is weird. But I did find a long stapler, and I got cups for Slushy Fridays because the cups, I did a donuts choose for another slushy maker. But I got smaller cups so that way I can give them, so that it can appear that they have more juice. And then I went, because my girls are into friendship bracelets. See, they be making friendship bracelets out of paper. So my coworker is bringing, because she knits or crochets, I forgot what you call it, but she does both. And she's bringing me extra yarn so I can teach them today how to make a friendship bracelet, like tying yarn. And then my student, he says favorite color is blue. It's not a Stanley, but hey, he has a water bottle. I'm gonna wash it, and I'm gonna fill it up with ice and water. I'm gonna give it to him today. I got clothespins for our door. And I bought a calculator because their reading test is not in the computer, so I have to do my class average. I am not required by the district or my school to do it. It's for me. Remember, I am a numbers person, and it bothers me. And I could do it on my phone, but I was like, oh, I saw this on Amazon, and I was like, oh, let me get it. So it was cute, so it matches my classroom. So I got that. I had credits for when you, let me say, we are saving money. So granted, I just spent money, but that's not the point. That's not the point. So I do like, oh, instead of getting my products, say on Monday, if I wait on Wednesday, I get an extra $1. So I accumulate little money. Like I'm telling you, I be hustling. I got to find all the ways I can. And I got, because I thought, and I left it in the car, so I didn't put the batteries, but I bought AAA batteries, which I needed for my bathroom light anyway. So we got that. I showed you my school bag, my work bag. Do I needed another one? No, but I got it. It was a birthday gift. I did not buy it. My husband was like, what do you want? It's hard to buy somebody who got everything, and you know I love bags and containers. So he got me this, and the reading coach got me this, which her birthday is Friday. So, and oh, I got some more stuff. My kids, when they're finished, they always ask for, could they get a piece of paper and draw, which is fine. They make me stuff, and I have no clue what to do with that stuff. Remember, I came from 3rd grade. I used to get like little stuff every now and then that they make me, but this is all day long. They make me little pictures, and I don't want to. I don't even know what I probably did throw some away, but I don't want them to think that I don't appreciate their stuff. So I got them little gold hearts to pin it over there. So if it's something big, I'm just gonna cut it out and pin it, and then I guess every month. Because like Friday, I got at least 6 of them. And then I got these little gold things. Girl, I don't know if it's the whole something I'm gonna clip up there. But I got that. But then, since we're decorating for Halloween, and this tree, normally I don't buy decorations because I have enough things. But this tree is massive. I made bows. Tell me this ain't cute. Tell me this isn't cute. I made this bow, and then I have this bow, this bow, this one, and one more. I think it's a candy corn. I have this, you know I love this candy. Everybody think this candy is nasty. This candy is so delicious, but I have this. So hopefully I'll tell all the kids, oh, when you go trick-or-treating, could you save me the candy corn? They bring me all their candy corn, because, yeah. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. So, because I'm going to start, because I guess y'all think I teach that I just be mean to people kids. But they're supposed to do a science project with magnets. And I don't know, child, I'm taking it back to my coworker. We're gonna do something else. But today in math, it starts at 9 o'clock. They have to test on iReady, so that's what they're doing. So we test from 9 to 10, and then when they come back, I am teaching, hold on. I am teaching reading. There's on Mondays and Wednesdays, we're supposed to have the reading coach. Oh, I printed them new name tags too, but once I laminate them, cut them. This is the first time I've ever printed border. I've never, but this is for the bulletin board outside. So it's this theme, and it has like little cupcakes, and it says we are fabulous learners. So I think we're gonna do some type of activity with ghosts, and then we're gonna put it out there, and I'll take a picture of it for real. So that won't be done. I'm having a parent-teacher conference, and I got this from, let me cover her name. I pre-filled some of it out. I'm staying to 4 o'clock for free to meet with her. I also have a parent, and I know I'm not enabling her, but she's an English language learner, and I know she gets off late, and she helps her son with homework, and I have to translate. Google Translate probably doesn't help her enough, and then she messages me at night. Then I have their homework. I'll show you what the homework looks like. It says homework and news. It's nothing I made. And I'll show you what I'm giving them this week and what I'm teaching, and that way you get an idea of how I do my homework and why they should be able to do it by themselves. All right, so this week I am teaching topic and relevant details, which is cool, and then they're going to do short O and how to put stuff in alphabetical order. So I'm going to teach them that. And then today, we didn't do filing Fridays. I need to file because I have my parent-teacher conference for one, and I want her to see all her child's work. But that's this. I'm going to show you the homework as soon as I find the cover. It was in order. Okay. Let me see if I have any names on here. Nope, no homework on this names. All right, so they get this, right? So they get this. It tells you what they're doing every day. So they have homework should take no more than 30 minutes. It doesn't take long because math is, if I taught 3.3 today, the homework they immediately rip out is about 3.3. So if they don't understand, so they know the front page they shouldn't need help with, the back page they may need help with, and then the next day we review it. I go over any questions, we check it, things like that. So they are reading, they're spelling words in og or op, right? So day one, remember I just told you what I'm teaching. So they are, let me show you I will show you my calendar, but I have birthdays. Well, I'll show you part of it. So this is my calendar that I sent out. I do it on Sundays. But one of the pages is they are putting words in alphabetical order. We're also going to do it in class first. I do it in class first, then they do it in practice and homework. Then they're struggling with reading comprehension, but they love, my kids love to draw. So I'm meeting them where they are. So they're reading the story. The stars mean you need to read the story 3 times. And then we are focusing on og, remember, because that's in the story that I'm teaching. And then they're going to draw a picture about the words that end in og. Another other picture is short o, and they're going to do this. Remember, I'm teaching this homework. And then they're going to read that same story again because I need them to know these og words. So they're going to read the story, and then they're going to answer comprehension questions. And I'm teaching them how to go back in the text to find the answer. So one of the questions says, what does my dog like to do? And it says you're going to look for the word matching. So this says like, this says likes to jog. So you should know the answer is jog. And they only have 2 choices. It's not, the test is 3 choices, but they're getting only 2 choices. So, and that's also an ESOL strategies. If you eliminate some of the answer choices, it helps them feel more successful. Short O again, this is part of your homework. And then we're doing the same concept, but this one we're doing op. So it's hop on the mop, read the story, draw a picture about the op words. And then we're doing exclamation marks, right? And interjections. So they just basically, they need to know when to put an exclamation mark. And I tell them exclamation marks is yellow. I tell them that exclamation marks is yelling. So I'll go, am I using an exclamation mark right now? They be like, no. Then I start raising my voice. So we've already done this. So this is a reteach of what we've done. And then you have comprehension questions for hop on the mop. And this, my reading coach gave this, and she got this from Aaron Thompson on TPT. If you want me to, I don't know if I can link it. It's just, I guess search that, you can find it. And this is, so this one says, remember word matching, it says, what do I want to do? Look at this word right here. Want, you're going to find it right there, and you should be able to word match to answer the question. So that's the strategy that I'm teaching them. Let me go ahead and show you, because I think I did one with my name. Hold on. Yes, I did. Same. This is their new, hold on. And this is from teaching it. This is their new name tag, because I don't know. The other stuff, it just had to, it was in pastel colors. I couldn't read it. Even though I wear glasses, I know they couldn't understand it. This is the bigger font. It has, because they put, and I tell them when they do a P, I say a P has a big stomach, not a big butt. So it has what letter has a big butt? I'm trying to think. A lowercase d, right? A lowercase d has a big butt, and then a P has a big stomach. So, or the Q has a big butt. So I'm gonna say they be giggling, and they be like, that's a big butt. So they're getting it. So that's how I'm teaching them the direction that it goes, and that's what we're doing today. In math, I am doing true equations. So I guess you have to tell the equation is true or false, which means if they both match, they're true. If they both sides does not match, they're false. And that's how I teach that. And so my goal this week is to focus on teaching social studies and science. Writing we're doing, because remember I told you I took that from the homework to make sure they're doing it. So they are going to do that. I am going to start teaching from slides. I know me teaching from slides. I am at a point to where I'm starting to get my life together. I'm starting to get a routine. I can start next week because testing will be over, thank God. And then my student comes back. He is on a 7-day cruise. I am going to miss him. But he gonna be in Mexico, and I told his mom, please do not worry about that homework or classwork. He's my gifted kid. He can catch up. So I am going to, I gotta submit my copies for homework, so it'll be ready today. I am going to wash this out and put ice and water in it for my little student when he comes in. I saw him and his mama this morning, and she was like, thank you so much. She's so sweet. But I need to print the behavior report for my other kid. I have another student who mom gave me because she doesn't want to medicate him. You know, it's her right. She don't have to medicate her. That's her business. but she gave me, she sent in a diffuser, and we're gonna try this new oil blend to see if that helps him with his ADHD. My RVT is not here. We won't see him until Wednesday. He is studying for his test. So please pray for him. Oh, he was so happy about his birthday. He's like, no one's ever done that for me, because I'm a big deal. But I am going to show you, I don't know if I could, if you see me decorating, I don't know. I have a parent-teacher conference, so it depends on how much I can get done. But I don't even have to clear off my table. I'm so excited. But let me know what you do with your students' stuff that they make you, because it's a lot. Like, and they can draw. I was like, oh, I'm telling you, boy. I be like, boy, when I tell you I hype them up, you need to know you more than this zip code, because we trying to create everything we can up out here. But that is what is going on today. My coworker said, you move one pound from another to another. But that is it. Did I show y'all the books? I did show you the books. That is it, though. So I'll have to go pick my kids up in 7 minutes. So let me go ahead and create this homework packet, submit it for copy so it could be ready. What do I do with the snails? You told me to take them out. Will they survive out of the water? Like, they're so cute. Okay, but I'm gonna take them out. But I'm scared. So I'm gonna get my other coworker to come get them out. Because right now, they're already at the top. I'm gonna ask her, can they survive? If they can't survive, I'm gonna give them to my coworker. She has a garden, and maybe they could just be in a garden and live their best life eating up her plants. I don't know. But I'll have to go pick my kids up, submit copies, and I will see you guys later. Good morning and happy Tuesday. There's a lizard in my room. The kids was like, Miss Francois, I have some, the safety patrols, I have some bad news. And I'm like, what? They was like, there's a lizard in your room. I was trying to get it and it just ran in your room. They came, they searched, they can't find it. And if you are new here, I am terrified of lizards. Terrified. On the first day of school, it's so bad I asked the kids, who's scared of lizards? So I find out the kids who are scared and who aren't scared so they can catch lizards for me. I teach in Florida. There's a lot of lizards. My room is, I have a back door, which I never open, so they never go outside the back because it's lizards. And in the front is the PE field, and it's right, and I'm right by the door. I have to get like a guard that goes under the door because I cannot do lizards. Anyway, today, hopefully, we finish iReady math testing. And I don't know. I don't like the way my reading coach is structuring my reading block. Like the stuff she has them doing. And I'm going to have a conversation with her today because I'm gonna have a conversation. I want her to pull the high kids, and then, oh, I just got a dojo notification. I want her to pull the high kids and leave me with my other 19 kids because I don't feel it's productive. I just don't understand why I'm still on silent E and they're learning key details or whatever they're doing in ABC order. Like when are they supposed to, I don't know. It's not working out for me, and I have to stand up for myself and advocate for my kids and do what's best for me and my kids. This is not working. But so far, they are low in math, which is math should, I think, be easy, but they are better in reading than they are in math. So they're not doing so good on iReady. I don't have any reds, but I have yellows. It's easy to get yellow because yellow means one grade level behind, and versus red would mean you're on pre-K level. Like you'd have to be really, really low in order to be on a pre-K level. But I have my work cut out for me, so hopefully I finish testing today, and then that way I can focus on small group instruction, rotations, and getting a routine. Normally we've been to, I don't know what's taking them so long to test, but we got our testing calendar late. They did everything late, and I need to be structured, and I am not I'm just thinking about what if that lizard is in this bin that's on the floor by my desk. I'm gonna have to have the kids go through the bin. Oh, I can't function knowing this lizard is here. And then I know a lot of people in my school is gonna say, oh, lizards are good for you. Lizards eat ants. And no, I was an ant. I can't. They are baby dinosaurs. And I had this whole discussion with my students yesterday about why I'm scared of lizards when they was outside playing. If you don't come scare this little lizard away. So they scare, oh my God. Every class I get, they scare the lizards away. I can't. And the lizards, the morphed. I'm not trying to make this whole video about lizards, but I just can't. Oh my gosh. I hope the lizard went in my coworker's room. I hope he came through the door and said, you know what, let me make a left, and went under this board and went inside her room. She ain't scared of lizards. Then we got a lady in the media center. I'm making this about lizards. I'm making this about lizards. I have goosebumps. I am freaked out. And I'm finna come across this lizard. But you know what? We finna have faith that the lizard done went over there. And we gonna believe it, and we gonna claim it, and we gonna speak positivity that this lizard don't wanna die today. We want him to live over there. He can't live up in here. But in math, they test on Friday. So I think they're doing, I don't know what they're doing. I know yesterday was true or false equations, like I told you. I have to look at my homework. My homework copies are not ready, which means I need to come up with a routine. So if I submit copies on Monday, I'm not getting them on Monday. So I'm going to create a schedule where I do my homework, because I can't keep working from home. I can't keep doing it. So I emailed some stuff to myself here, so that way I have it on, I could plan here versus planning at home. And I need to get structure, like a routine. Like on Mondays I do grades, on Tuesdays like that. So I'm gonna come up with a schedule, because the copies is not working. So my kids didn't get a homework packet. There's no school on Thursday. So I am going to a robotics training, because my kids are getting these little robots that I have to train them, because they're gonna have a competition. More on my plate. But nobody in first grade wants to do it, and I'm supposed to have the high class. But I feel it's a blessing. It's something else that I can get them to do. And then they said that it's tied into reading, math, and science. So I'm going to this PD on Thursday to figure out how I incorporate coding into my day-to-day. I did it before. I said on my channel, my kids was programming microbits and Sparrow robots. But now they have these little cute little ones that are little, like little cars, and they have like these little mats. I'll show you as soon as I get it. They're gonna deliver it, I think, to my class today. But that's it. So today they're gonna do silent reading while the announcements are going on. And remember, I'm gonna show you the decodables that we're using. I put them in my little trick-or-treat bucket because I was cleaning up my parent couldn't make it for my orientation. So I did do some of my bulletin board, not orientation, for our conference. So she couldn't make it. She said that she was stuck at work. So I ended up staying here to 4:45, but I started my bulletin board and I answered that picture here. This is my tree. My tree is, what if that lizard in that tree? Okay, anyway, these are the decodables that they are going to read. Each group gets a different, and this is the A vowel. So A is this color, and each vowel has a different color. It's a different color book. So this is what we're reading today. I did put out my Halloween books and my Halloween decorations, and I forgot my scent stories. That's what I'm saying. I need to get a routine. So hopefully they hire somebody in pre-K and I get our interventionist back until she starts pulling her interventionist groups. So my kids are supposed to go to all these different places. I'm supposed to have intervention for math. That hasn't happened yet. I haven't even seen the math coach in this classroom ever. My kids don't even know who she is. They do see the reading coach Monday and Wednesdays, but we've been testing on Mondays and Tuesdays, or Mondays and Wednesdays, so they haven't had her. And then, so my schedule has been crazy for the past 3 weeks. no, 2 weeks. So we are, and my kids are not doing well. They are not, I'm not having behavior problems, but they are asking me, so what's next? And normally my kids are like that. They know what's going on. I haven't changed this date since September the 18th. So I'm going to change this date. I have to pick my kids up in 1 minute. I am going to check with you after dismissal. I don't know if I have collaborative planning. If I have collaborative planning, I'll let you know how that go. And that's it. So we're testing today. I'm doing my, speaking of doing my door, you know, my computer that I've been complaining about since last school year, I need to take it today. I had to get a new computer. It won't recognize the new, I'm a silhouette person, I am not a Cricut person, and it won't recognize. I tried to reinstall. You know, I'm cutting letters by hand. I'm cutting, and it is killing me. And it's like spooky letters, which means they're like all these little dripping, and I only got through trick. I have to do or treat, smell our feet, and exclamation mark. I don't know if we get that exclamation mark. But it is 8:10. I have to go pick my kids up. I will see you at dismissal, hopefully. Hey, good morning and happy Wednesday. I am not done testing, but I have 2 kids that needs to test, and then I'll be done with math. What else? That happens today. I have help with reading. Hopefully she comes. But yesterday we did ABC order. Today we're doing, I think she's doing topic, sentence, and relevant details. That's what they're tested on Friday. And I have to test 2 kids who missed Friday's test, so I have to test them today. Well, 1 kid didn't finish. And my kids are struggling with, because so there's a part of the test, I'm quite sure that's phonics. But I have to say it. So say, for instance, if the word is, the picture that they're looking for is, I could show you. I got it here. So, hold on. Is it, okay, hold on. Let me find a blank paper. I'm going to show you so you can see what their test looks like. Okay, so say, for instance, it'll be this word, right? So the speech, because you have to read it verbatim, the script. So say, for instance, it'll say, we're gonna look right here. Okay, it says, look at number 9. I will say a word, clap. Listen carefully to the vowel sound you hear in the word clap. What new word do you make if you change the vowel to an I? Right? So you can say I, or you can say, if you change it to I, right? Is that how you say I? Yeah. Listen to these answer choices. Clap, clip, slip. Fill in a bubble next to the picture that shows a new word you make when you change the vowel in clap to I. They would have to pick the clip, because C-L-A-P, you change it to C-L-I-P. So this one, and if you listen to, if I say the word in parts, right? So it says, look at number 8. I will say a word in parts. P-A-N, right? N. So it's P-N. What word do you make when you blend these sounds together? It's supposed to be plain, but remember, silent E. So even if you say it, they're going to pick a pan, because all they hear is the and the n, right? So that's what it is. So I am going to, I think this is setting them up for failure, but I don't make this because they're listening to sounds, right? So you have to make, so we're going to start playing a video, I guess, every day with letter sounds, because they're messing up. And it could be another one. 10. Look at number 10. I will say a word, cliff. How many sounds do you hear in the word cliff? Fill in a bubble next to the picture that shows how many sounds are in the word cliff, right? So you have, they say that you have, the answer choice is 10. It will be C, so it will be 4 sounds. So you have the C, the L, the I and the F. So that's how you get Cliff. They are not doing good with this. For one, it's hard. Why you just didn't put 2, 3, and 4? They don't know to count these bubbles. So, but I have to grade it, sadly, I do. So that's why I said I am trying to work out a better way to teach this, because this page is not working. This page is easy. So this one says, look at number 11. I will say the name of the picture, flag, read the 3 answer choices, then fill in the bubble next to the word that names the picture. Then this look like paint splatter, right? I would think it's ink or paint splatter, but that's not what it says. It says, look at number 12. I will say the name of the picture, black. Read the 3 answer choices and fill in the bubble next to the word that names the picture. And then this one, look at this. Look at this. If you've never seen a flat tire, you do not know that this word is flat. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, so it says, look at number 13. I will say the name of the picture, flat. Read the 3 answer choices, fill in the bubble next to the word that names the picture. So I read this about 3 times each until they get it. They are not doing good on these sides. So we are going to, every day, we're going to start, I have to find some video on YouTube, but letter sounds, and that way maybe that'll help me do it, because whatever. So anyway, this test, I don't even know what the test for this week is, but this test, it looks like this. They are tested on, see, this is what it looks like. This is our answer key. I break it apart to what's on each page, because I have to manually grade each paper, right? So my reading coach was like, oh, you could use it for comprehension, like break it apart. I'm not doing it. The reason why I'm not doing it, because you're gonna get an F, right? Because if you can't do the phonics part, right, you're gonna get an F. Even though you probably know how to do it on paper without me doing the sounds. You get what I'm saying? It's like if you are an English language learner, that is hard for you. But maybe you are a good reader, because my kids, believe it or not, could have read plain. They could have read that. Pick the picture that's plain. You could have read it, right? Let me have somebody calling me from Teacher's Choice. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So apparently, I'm being sent to a PD tomorrow, right? Which I have paperwork I need to do ahead of time for this meeting that's taking place without me for one of my students. So I have to do that. And then I am being sent to a PD on the 3rd for all of K through 2 for reading. Didn't I just tell you I'm struggling with reading? Why do they think I know what I'm doing? But that's what I'm going, did I tell you I got nominated for Teacher of the Year? Who likes me enough to nominate me? I'm struggling in 1st grade. I guess they think I'm doing a good job, because it's not about your previous year. It's about the current year, and I guess, I don't know. But I am nominated for Teacher of the Year. I am competing against 3 other teachers, so I'll let you know. I can't let you know when, oh shoot, I could, but I'll let you know at dismissal, because my bag will be here. If I won, I'll let you know. I need to really start posting on Instagram so that you get the stuff in real time, so you can see what we're doing. We haven't done anything this week because of testing. I am tested out. So I am going to work on my slides. I'm going to work on my groups. I have to go get the little robots so that can be one of my centers. I need to do that. They have to change my schedule, because now that my kids are going to compete district-wide, I have to have technology built into my schedule. They have music today. In math, I don't know what we're doing. But we did something so good yesterday, which they loved. It was Make a 10. And it was easier to use counters for my kids who are still struggling with subtracting or adding. So what happens is I gave them 10 counters, because we know the total was 10, right? So I taught them total means all, right? So they have 10 counters, and they were on the red side or the yellow side, whatever you pick. And then you had the number 5. You flip over that many counters, and the opposite color is what was the answer. So they did very well with that. My kids are centered, or structured that my 2 front groups are my high group, and then my 2 back groups are in the L, which means I could sit, so that way less cop cheating, and I can sit in the front and roll around for both chairs. I mean, in my chair to all 5 of them, so that help us. We're switching places because we had a spitter yesterday, and he's suspended for 1 day, and so he'll come back on Friday. But I'm switching y'all friend, they not my friend. I'm switching y'all little friend to be in a group. He said that he can do it, and I'm switching that kid by himself. Remember, I told you every day I have 4 total. One of them, it was 6. One of them left. The other 2 are controllable. They're manageable. They're not as defiant or aggressive to the other kids as the other 3, right? So the other 3 I have under control. I don't have a problem. One, when I tell you she mean as hell, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. It is so cute because every time I pick her, like we go into dismissal, she holds my hand, and then she be like, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna do better tomorrow. Mind you, I done forgot what she did. I can't even tell you but she is so mean. I never seen that. So she hates all of them. So I make sure she's on one part of the room, and she only likes to be with girls. So I know not to sit her with no boys or nothing, because when I tell you she hell on wheels, that girl don't play. So she's a little feisty little thing. And then my other one, he sits at a table, and then my other one sits at another table. Actually, he don't. I had to move him from her. So he sits at another table, and then our friend is on a solo island. So I'm going to switch them. So he will be on a solo island, and then he's going to go on a group. He's been doing better since he's on a behavior chart. So now we have 2 kids on a daily behavior chart. Because you can't be spitting on people, like, and they 6, they don't lie. That's like the ultimate level of disrespect. But he is spitting on people, and so he's suspended for a day. Y'all little friend is going into a group. I'm sitting him next to 2 kids who don't talk. Like, when I tell you they won't say nothing, for real, they are selective mutes. One talks to me. I told you I got a lot of stuff going on in 1st grade. One talks to me if you ask him a question, but he's not going to volunteer and say, I don't understand. And then another one won't talk at all. She talks about, her mom used to talk about me all day long at home, but in school she won't talk. And I have to make sure that I have the kids to include her, because she won't. So they go outside and play, and she's standing there. And I tell the little girls, hey, could you go play with her? Or whatever, and they play with her or whatever. And then one said, oh, she talked to me. I told her I like her jacket. And she said, thank you. So every day I annoy her, because it wouldn't be me if I'm not annoying you. So when she's leaving, I be like, bye, or whatever, when she's walking to the bus. And so I'm telling you, her mom says she likes me. She talks about me all the time. I had her brother. So yeah. So majority of the kids in my class have already had their siblings, because their parents request me, because I'm a big deal. So yes. So I'll let you know how our day going. My coworker is going to cut my letters for me because my hand was hurting. So I made it into a PDF, and she brings her Cricut to school, and I gave her the card stock. So hopefully I can do my door today. If not, I'll show you the door there's no school on Thursday, so you won't see me on Thursday, because I won't even be here unless you want me to. I'm asking you, like, you could tell me. But if I can vlog anything at the PD for robotics, I will. That's a half a day, and I'm supposed to come back to school. I ain't coming back here, because that PD is far. So I'm going home. I'm a PD myself at my house. But I will talk to you later. I'll let you know if I won Teacher of the Year, or it doesn't matter. I already won. You don't get anything. You literally don't get anything. You just get a title. Your Teacher of the Year. You get an apple. You go to a luncheon, and I think that's it. You don't get no extra money on your paycheck. You just Teacher of the Year, and then they put you on a marquee outside, and I think I'm in a newsletter. That's it. But I guess it's a good title that I'm Teacher of the Year. I'm saying it like I got it, but we'll see. I got competition, and I think they're great. I don't know what they do, but I think they're great. So I'll let you know how it goes. I'll have to do my paper. Oh, my kids, that's right, my kids have music. They have music today, so while they have music today, I'll be doing my documents that I need. And that's it. I will talk to you later to let you know how our day goes. Good afternoon. It is Friday. And let me tell you what happened. So yesterday I went to PD. I'll insert footage and show you everything. So yesterday I went to a PD and it was for these little indie robots, right? And my kids are going to enter a competition and we compete district-wide, building a story map and narrating a story about beginning, middle, and end for a national park. So my group did Central Park, even though it's not a national park, that was on the list, but so they had Central Park, and another group did the Everglades. So I inserted, because I was narrating my group, so I couldn't record, but I inserted footage of the other people's on right now.
Okay, it's a bright sunny day, and Indy, the park ranger, is going to start his day by bringing the visitors to see the American alligator. Indy explained that the alligator swims and chomps. So suddenly, an American alligator chomps at the boat, and they spread through the cypress swamp really fast to their next stop, which was the mangrove swamp. In the mangrove swamp, they found a great blue heron. Indy explained that the heron has wings and flies away. They wave bye and continue on their journey. Then they go to the hardwood hammocks. And in the hardwood hammocks, they see a Burmese python. Indy showed them how the snake moves, and they start dancing to a song to show how the snake moves.
Can the bushes go?
All right. And then they continue and end their journey at the barbecue pit at the end of the Everglades.
So that's what we're doing. So these are the little cars. They're so cute, and they have like these little mats that they have to go on. So that's what I'm going to have to start a schedule for that. But today was test day. So the first thing we did was our spelling test. Then we did the math test because the copies for reading wasn't ready. And then we did slushies. No, we came back for lunch, we did the reading test, then we did slushies, we coded, and then we did slushies again, and then they went outside and it started raining, and then they was playing like bubblegum in the dish. That's what it was playing, and then it's time to go. And that's how our day went. It was a good day. Tomorrow, I'm going to relax. It is Saturday. I am going to grade my papers. I want to take them all home and grade them, put them in the chart, send off my data. We didn't finish testing because we didn't have enough computers and it took forever. So I wanted to stay and clean my room because next week is a big week for us. So next week I am doing my Starbucks day. So I have to get that ready. So that's what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is clean up my room, and then I'm going to sort these because they made a mistake and mixed them all up together. So I need to sort them into 3 piles because I have 3 robots. And that is basically a recap of what happened today. Oh, I'm lying. So we made cards. We have a person in our school who cleans our cafeteria sick. So we made cards for her. And the principal's going to go drop them off to her. And then Miss Case, our reading coach, birthday is today. She didn't come though. So we made cards for her, and we're going to celebrate her on Tuesday because she has a PD on Monday. And then it was Custodian's Day yesterday, so we're going to celebrate them. We celebrated her today, so I got her a gift card, some roses, and my kids made her cards, and then I have a card for her. And that's basically everything in a nutshell of what happened. I did get rid of one of the snails because it came to the top, and I just picked it up and put it outside because I heard it could survive outside. But I didn't tell you the most exciting news ever. I won Teacher of the Year. And I was competing against, because I thought who was in the text were rookies, so they didn't call. I was competing against the math coach, who services the whole school, but I guess my bio was good enough that people liked it or whatever. And then, or they see what I'm doing, because I went to my principal and I said, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do it. She was like, no. And I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I was like, give it to whoever it is. Or let the other two people it is. And the other person I competed for is a lady who's been teaching 16 years. She has a bunch of accolades about all the stuff that she's doing in pre-K. So I won. I'm like, oh my God, little old me. And then they was like, the funny part is my coworker, Miss Case, when she was introducing me, she had like a theme song, This Girl Is on Fire, and they were saying about how all the great things that I am doing in first grade, they see a turnaround in the students, that I am tackling a lot because they know I have a lot of behavior problems, and I am doing it with such grace. Oh, look at me. And, I be down here, believe it or not, I'm an introvert. I don't talk to people here. So, I be down here in my little corner, and I'm thinking the math coach, she services the whole school, so she's popular. And granted, I know everybody because I've been here 9 years. But, yes, I won Teacher of the Year. I am so proud of me. So, I won Teacher of the Year. I think I have to go, to a luncheon or something. I don't know. But I won Teacher of the Year. So, if you found this vlog, anything that I talk about will be linked and listed in the description box. And if I don't, just send me a message, leave a comment with something you want, and I'll go ahead and find it and link it for you. But if this was helpful to you, if you learned something, if I entertained you, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. So until our next vlog, class is dismissed. Bye, guys.